Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NIO. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action Wednesday broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame, and it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis yesterday, so that is where the green and red line annotations are coming from. And like I said in yesterday's video, the chart was looking kind of sketchy. And yeah, things fell apart today that much more. So yesterday's movement, was indeed just a dead cat bounce, a false positive, whatever you want to call it. There just wasn't any sort of genuine strength behind it. And like I said, what gives you the right to say that? Well, I mean, look at where the price is now compared to where it was here. If that was a truly strong move, I'm not saying the price needed to skyrocket, but the price would at least have maintained the gain somewhat and not gone down to where it is. So on that note, what I'm going to do is just use these annotations for the near-term levels. And this level right here, as far as support, and this is a very shaky level of support because the price literally closed at the low of the day, 360. So this is more so kind of almost a closing bell level of support, meaning who knows how low it would have gotten if the closing bell and, if the day hadn't just ended. So like I said, yes, technically speaking, because the price did stop right there, you got to consider that a level of support. But because that's literally, it closed at the low of the day, you can also call that kind of a clock support, if you will, in the sense of time just ran out on the day. So therefore, that's where that level of support is at. So 360 going to be that level where, ideally speaking, that is going to be some sort of bottom. But if it doesn't, well, then this, the chart's at all-time lows. So you kind of got to just use your gut instincts in terms of, where the next potential areas of support may be. As far as levels of resistance are, if there are any sort of bounces to the upside, in the near term, that first level is going to be right there at $3.70. And then from more of the overarching point of view, the key level of resistance, as I know I've talked about before, but it's going to be that purple line there, the 50-period simple moving average. So keep an eye on that, but really no point in talking about the 50-period moving average or focusing on it until the price can first at least stabilize. So stabilize is really priority number one. So resistance levels don't matter that much right now because the price just needs to at least get some sideways price movement. But if the price can start to move sideways, then the first priority, like I said, goes to 370. And then after that, you can turn your attention back up to the purple line there, the 50-period simple moving average. So all in all, though, things were looking sketchy yesterday and turned out to be sketchy. So it's kind of back to the drawing board here, and we'll see if the bulls can try to put together a new move to the upside or not. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.